savvy. So they don't, I ain't done yet. So they don't understand snipers. They just know how to use MetaMask and buy. Now, anything that they buy on Lady, because they hold Lady, they will actually front run snipers and they will get gasless transactions. So it is a very unique blockchain. It's very different than what's out there now. And it's going to be paired or backed by an LP value of Lady Soul LP. So as Lady Soul grows, so does the value of Lady Chain itself. And we're able to now move hard assets on chain. We've had 70 to 100 token launches already. So it's gonna be a very unique way of running a blockchain. It takes me and Lady out of the equation, so it's run by a DAO, so that the holders actually have a say in how their blockchain operates and how their ecosystem runs. And that's another part of my mission, to bring DeFi back to DeFi. I don't believe that there should be CeFi and DeFi. And when a swap or a self-custodial intermediary like PancakeSwap or Uniswap can actually stop the chain, shut down the swap, or be able to make decisions that would affect people in a decentralized way, that's not DeFi. So I'm strongly against that. Advertising DeFi where it's truly CeFi with a DeFi badge. So we're bringing that back to crypto and giving people something that's truly DeFi, that gives the holders something that's truly theirs. They own the vote. They own the chain. They own the swap. They own all the utilities, the nodes, the IPFSs, everything that backs it. And we are just here to deliver it and try to help and take care of these amazing Ladybot people and our community. We consider family. So I wanted to do something special for them and give them a utility worth having. So that's why the chain even exists.
Awesome. I absolutely love that, Click. Thank you so much for sharing. Also, thank you, Lady Dev. I appreciate you coming back up and supporting as always. And was there anything else that you guys wanted to mention that you haven't mentioned about Lady Cafe that you wanted to cover before we go to the next spotlight? Thank you.
No, I just want to say I haven't had an opportunity in a space to thank everyone that's actually came on, looked at the cafe, and given it a whirl. A lot of work went into it. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears and honest work went into it to try to deliver something great for the Fuzzy Man people and for the first lady holders and XRPL as a whole. So anybody that has came, visited, swapped, bought, looked it over, thank you guys very much for doing that. It's made Ladies' Day.
Let's go. Thank you so much, guys. And if you guys didn't see, we do have the live stream back up, so all good there. Definitely raid that live stream as well. We've got spaces going at the same time to get that ultimate exposure. And we do have the links back up for the NFT mints. And without further ado, I do have access now to see how many that we've minted so far on the Solana side and the XRP side. And oh my gosh, Lucifer, bro, we minted over 50 NFTs already since we started this 24-hour space. 51 to be exact. Let's go. Wow, that's more than we've minted in the last few weeks, Lucifer. Should we just do 24-hour spaces every day until we get minted? I don't know. I don't know about that.
Whatever works.
Whatever works. Just keep doing them. Just keep doing them until we get minted, right? Eventually we'll get minted. We're at 26% minted, fam. 153 mints. Man, I got to mint me some so I can win these giveaways. Well, then you got
some whales accumulating down there. We've got Suntan.
Okay.
We've got Queen of the Nile. We've got Quentin. He's been picking one up every hour.
I've been seeing his name pop up. Yep.
Yeah, and so the winner of this hour was Leon, who actually purchased 2 during the same hour.
I see that. Congrats, Leon. Is Leon in the space? Oh, that's an issue, Lucifer.
I don't know. Maybe
If
he
he's
doesn't
not.
go by Leon.
If you are a Leon, request the mic. Is that you, son? Are you Leon?
Hey, how are you? I just came to say I'm not Santa, and I already clarified that with you. I don't know who Santa is. I have a feeling of who Santa is, but it's not.
Santan is Queen, isn't it?
I think it's Queen because she's wearing her PFP is my art, but I can't say for sure.
Okay.
Either way, I do have a teardrop.
Let's go. So you did mint one, son. Okay. Let's go. That's awesome. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but just wanted to clarify. I'm not Santa. I'm just Son.
Got you. Yeah, totally. It might be Live Free. Live Free. Are you Leon, fam?
Actually, yes, I am.
There we go. Congratulations. You can DM me your XRP wallet and you'll get these 66 meme coins by Lucifer. We'll send that out probably after the live stream since I'm kind of hosting right now. Can't really do a lot of things at once. And then you also get the Black Market Dog NFT. So I'll be sending those out for everyone. So congrats, Live Free. You are a proud owner of both of those, the tokens and the NFT. And now you're you have your access pass for the Teardrop Effect TV show. So you're good to go, Live Free. Man, look at you. I love it.
Great. So great. Good day today. Good day today.
Very good day. It's good to be alive. That's for sure. Live free. I love that. So congrats again. Send me your XRP wallet and we'll get that squared away within the next 24 hours for sure. And then I think we've got Queen. I think we got Queen up here too. Queen of the Nile. Did you win something again or how's that going?
No, well, I won what I won, but I'll let Son know I am suntan too.
Oh, okay. We found our suntan.
I thought it was you because on Lady Cafe, your PFP is actually from Las Vegas collection, and I know you are the holder. So.
Okay, so did I get something?
No, you didn't get anything, fam.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay.
We were just trying to figure out who that was. That's all.
Yeah, that's my nickname for years, suntan.
Oh, okay. I love it. I love it, guys. All right, so we're gonna reset the room a little bit here, fam. Our next spotlight is gonna be Lucifer, my co-host here. If you guys have not seen the schedule, I'll repost it again every hour on the hour. We're doing a giveaway of 66 meme coin here token brought to you by Lucifer, as well as a Black Market Dog NFT, and then other giveaways throughout the 24-hour DNE Survivor stream. I have the live stream up as well, so definitely comment, say hello. I'm putting up the schedule for you guys so you guys can kind of know who's up next with the spotlights. You know, a lot of people have been coming and going. Like I said, I've been running, well, before rugging, I was running this space for over 5 hours before it rugged the first time. Not the second time. We don't count that one, right? It was first. So, and hopefully the last time, just about 10 minutes ago. But yeah, Lucifer, he is one of our sponsors here at the Teardrop Effect TV show. He sponsored Jenna X, who unfortunately could not be with us. We're actually going to do another space with her. She really wanted to be here, fam, but it's apparently it's her birthday today, or it was yesterday or tomorrow. I don't know. Somewhere she was in Vegas and she needed some offline time, and she expressed some like, if you would have done it Friday, Saturday, I would have DJ'd for you all night. These were her words, not mine. And I told her, I'm like, you know what? Most people take the weekends off. So this is one of the reasons we decided to do Thursday, Friday instead. But you know what? You got the next 24-hour live stream. She clearly said she would go on for like 6+ hours. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that would save me a ton of time and energy. But in the meantime, we will have other hosts coming up here and taking over for me. I've been running strong for almost 6 hours now and counting. So yeah, it's actually hit the 6 hour mark. That's right. It's 4:10 here. I started it right at 10 a.m. this morning. So a little over 6 hours. Yeah. So this is to promote the NFTs that we launched on Lady Cafe. We just finished the spotlight with her. If you guys don't know anything about these NFTs, they're actually RWAs, right? They're access passes to the exclusive content from our creators that were on the Survivor Crypto TV show, The Teardrop Effect, right? So these creators, Click included, and also Bullish Chris, Bitcoin Barbie, also Miggy, McToshi, and then we also had Playboy, that's right, XRP, Jenna X as well. And all 5, or I should say 6, Bullish Chris and Click went as a team, but 5 episodes total. So you literally will get to unlock the exclusive content from all these creators that were on the show, right? As well as bloopers, exclusive content that's not going to be in the final cut of the show. The final cut will be made public, but we will do a premiere showing before the public sees the entire show of just from our NFT holders, our exclusive holders. So if anyone's holding these NFTs, they're going to get that content first before the general public, before it gets released out into the wild. And on top of that, like I said, you're going to be getting the bloopers and the behind the scenes stuff that won't be in the final cut as well. And you're going to get all that through a website that Aussie Nasi is actually vibe coding. He's going to be providing the website that's going to be in partnership of TextRP. That's right, fam. So he's working on the dashboard where you will be able to verify your NFT to gain the exclusive content of this cinematic experience from these creators that were on the TV show, The Teardrop Effect, right? So very, very excited that we were able to come together. This was a total experiment. This was something that we've never done before, fam. So these NFTs really, literally hold true value, right? And throughout time, we're going to be using them as like tickets to get into parties that are IRL in the future, certain side events. We hosted a side event in Las Vegas when we were shooting this show, at the same time attending conferences. That was probably one of my busiest weeks ever that I've ever had time. I don't think I slept during the entire time. And so it was just like content, meeting people, connecting, networking, back to content, chauffeuring people, more content, so it was a wave of excitement. It almost felt like a movie, right, fam? Felt like a movie in itself. And now it just seems like any other day, right, since the conferences are over. But without further ado, we do have our next spotlight here today. Lucifer, you shouldn't, I'm going to have you introduce yourself. I feel like everybody knows you at this point, but Lucifer, welcome to the stage, fam. I'm excited to interview you and get to know a little more about your project, but welcome, fam. How are you doing today, Lucifer? I'm glad you're with us.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity to sponsor the project too, and get my name out there and get my project out there. And of course, just to help out with supporting other projects. So.
Yes, fam. I really appreciate your support as well. And yeah, it was the first time I've ever heard of your meme coin when you decided to sponsor Jenna X. So you definitely got my interest. You perked it up for sure. And just from reputation alone, I've heard you're a very, very solid guy of high integrity. And so I would love to hear more about, even before the project, how you got into crypto, what was some of the reasons behind going into it, and then what have you seen being in the crypto space for how many years you've been in? So thank you.
Yeah, I started back in 2017. I started with Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's when there was only just a few of them on Coinbase. And then XRP. Once I used XRP once, I was hooked. I did the Bitcoin and the Ethereum. It just took forever. Scared the hell out of me. It took almost, I think when Bitcoin was pumping, I think it took 3 days before I got my transaction to clear, and I thought it was gone. But yeah, it finally did clear 3 days later, and it was quite an expensive transaction. But once I've used the XRP after that, then it was like, no, I'm not messing around with anything other than that. So since then, I've been an XRP maxi pretty much. But I do I dabble in other stocks and things like that. But yeah, I have a lot of fun with the XRP community. I was around in 2020, I think it was. We started doing the NFTs on the XRPL and got into a lot of projects, met a lot of the community there, fell in love with the community, supporting projects, pumping projects, had a lot of fun. I find the most joy in the pump and the community when it's pumping, the energy. That's why when First Ledger launched and made it so easy for people to set up a coin, it was an opportunity for me too to jump in there and set up a coin. And I didn't know at the time what I was going to do, but I knew I wanted to do something. I wanted to combine all the little complaints and things that I had with projects and combine them into a project that was exactly the opposite. Something that, was also fun and long term, rather than something that's just come in and get the money and run type of situation. So I ended up purchasing all the coins off of the market, as many as I could, pretty much 90% of them. We're locking up 66% of them into a reward system, which is basically the monthly jackpot that we have. We thought it was more fun rather than giving all the community little tiny fragment rewards to bundle them up into 13 jackpots every month that were hopefully eventually going to become significant jackpots. So, of course, the bigger the jackpot, the more fun it gets. So, yeah, we got that locked up in there for, and it's basically good for 66 years. We also locked up a third of the funds for a dev account that is also can only take out 10% each year to cover, promotional issues, things like that, and costs associated with running the project. So there is a very small inflation every year. I think it's like the highest is obviously the first year. Last year was under 3%, and then every year after that, it becomes less and less. So it has an inflation that actually decreases every year as time goes on. And it's a fun project. It's not your typical pump and dump, or it's not your typical pump and try to get your 10x, 20x gains or anything like that. That's not what I had imagined for this project. It's more of a, we just continue to grow, continue to build a community, continue to get players in and hold, and we just take turns winning. And so I think, with the odds right now, if you hold one token, I think you have like a 1 in 2,000 chance of winning. And if you hold 66 tokens, which is the prizes that we're giving away every 24 hours on this space, you have a 1 in 40 chance of winning. And this is every month. And if you hold my magic number, which is 666 tokens, you have a 1 in 20 chance of winning. So this is ongoing for the next 66 years. So it's basically it's a resetting giveaway. You don't have to do anything. It just airdrops in your wallet if you win every month. And so just keep checking it every month to see if you won. I recommend to hold at least 666 if you can, or build it up to 666, and just hang on to those for life. And, anything above and beyond that, you can do whatever you want. I recommend that you share it with a family member, or share it with a friend, or share it with somebody that you think could use a little good luck because, you're not going to win every month. You will win, but you're not going to win every month. But the thing is, if you share and you get people around you that you want to win, like your husband, your son, your neighbor, your friend, and you're all in it and you're all waiting, the odds are one of you guys are going to hit it. And so when your friends and your family win, you win. So it's the same type of feeling, and it's sometimes even more, especially if you know that the person really needed it, and the fact that you onboarded them and you got them into it and you said, hey, you gifted them possibly a wallet that had the lifetime giveaway opportunity, then yeah, it's fun to hear the stories, and I've already heard so many times that I had to sell it for this, I had to sell it for that, and even stuff like I used it for the down payment or closing costs on a condo. I mean, it doesn't matter. Every one of those stories is awesome. I mean, whatever you use it for, the fact is you want it, so. And that's always fun. I'm into jackpots, so the energy that happens when you win a jackpot is amazing, so I'd like to be in that at least once a month. and I am, because the fortunate side, on my side is I know at least seems like 6 of the people that win out of the 13 every month. And so, I get to win 6 times every month, especially, sharing the experience of them winning and the excitement, so yeah, it's a fun way to, pass the time while we're waiting for our dreams and our bags to pump.
I won one time and I was really elated. I ain't gonna lie. I was so elated. I don't believe in selling. So one thing he knows about what I do, I believe in that because he taught me about the AAM pool. When I got that, I double side. I matched with that XRP and let that thing kept rising. So it's like a no-brainer when it comes to certain things. But the only thing is, I still had to end up adding on to it because a lot of time you can have the liquidity pool, but you still have to have just the 666 tokens by itself. And pretty much that's really how you win, right? 666?
Exactly. If you're in a liquidity pool, you're purchasing different tokens, so it's not showing up in the snapshot.
Right. And so what I normally do from the pool, like every, I'll say 5 or 6 months, I'm gonna get so much anyway. So I just take it and put it on to my son or one of my grandkids or something to make sure they all have it. And I had to get that. So I went on ahead because I felt guilty. I ain't gonna lie. So I went to her and I said, hey, do you have a problem with me adding my family members to it? You're like, no, that's what it's for. I said, okay, I just want to make sure, because that way I felt, because, there's some people, they don't give a damn. It's all about what's in it for them. But when you have true friends, and when I mean the word true friends, you connect with them. And you get there okay. Even though he'll probably say, you ain't have to ask. No, I am going to ask. That's how much I cherish my friendship with them. Thank you.
Yeah, and I respect that, Queen. I respect you, and I appreciate everything you've done for our project, that's the only thing I'm hoping to, within the next couple months, have it all legitimately locked up into an escrow type of system. We have to rebuild the entire system as far as picking the winners and whatnot, and we're going to fully automate the whole system so that even I won't be able to screw it up. As far as it'll all be automated, it'll all be locked away, and I don't have to worry about a wallet getting hacked or anything like that. And it'll be on the blockchain, and it'll be on its own. It'll be alive and running, and doing its own thing, totally decentralized. It's going to be cool. And, I really have to thank all the people in the community, or the devs, because I'm not a dev. I'm not a techie. Me and Queen, we're learning as we go. She's a lot smarter and quicker than me. It takes me I have to make the mistake 3 or 4 times before I get it in my thick skull.
Who am I smarter than you?
You.
Are you kidding me?
You are a firecracker. No. You impress me every single time. I mean, you're showing me how to do shit. So, no. And again, I'm at the mercy of the community. So, and I've had huge help from all aspects, from, Raylene helping me get it set up, and Mr. Jansen making my videos and my, advertisements, to my mods, they just, they completely support. They don't, not only by supporting with their time and their passion and everything, but they're also dumping all of their money back into the project. So, they see the vision too. They believe in it too. So, yeah, and it is about onboarding people. It is about sharing. So, remember, you can onboard somebody into the contest. It's not the best odds, but it's 1 in 2,000, and 1 in 2,000 is still a shot. And it's only, I think, like 50 cents to give somebody 1 token, and at least get them in the contest, and you don't have to worry about them selling, because, it's just 1 token. So they'll be set, just tell them to set it and forget about it, and then come back to it every month, and you might have right now the jackpot's sitting at $300. So 50 cents with a $300 return, you're doing good. And Queen, how many times did you hit it? You hit it 1 time, or?
I can't tell everything. Leave it alone, okay? Leave it alone.
There are people that have won it several times, and I think our last month's winner won it twice in a row. So the odds, like I said, are
high.
They're high. Yeah. You're doing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's a blessing. That's all I can say on that part.
Yeah, we're gonna let the XRP universe decide, have you been naughty or nice. And if you've been extra nice, like Queen was when she collected hers, then the XRPL will reward you. That's the mechanism that we use to actually pick the winners. Is done through an automated system on the XRPL, a randomizer. So the actual XRP is picking who the winner is randomly. So don't blame me if you didn't win. I hope that everybody wins, but ultimately it's XRPL that decides, and it's not biased to anything. It's completely random, but yeah, it's fun.
No, that's awesome. Wait a minute. Okay, it's working now. Lucifer, thank you so much for sharing. I did have a question on 666. Like, that's like, devil signs, right? Sign of the beast. I just got to hear the backstory, the lore. Like, why those numbers specifically? Why Lucifer specifically? I kind of want to hear that. Thank you.
Well, that's funny, so I figured we'd be past all that, I see 666 in so many people's handles and so many people's names online, I didn't think that people still looked at it that way, but regardless, actually, before I was Lucifer, I was Skrilla Whale, and I was a little whale in a tuxedo who went around and bought into a lot of NFT projects, and I would shield those projects for those projects that I was buying, and I would share and retweet, and then they basically banned me from. I triggered something that they thought I was a bot or something, and they basically destroyed my account, which I had built up. I built it up over a few years, and and I was very disappointed. I was a little upset. So yeah, I had to switch over to the dark side, and so thus I became Lucifer. And so this was 3 or 4 years before the meme coin popped up on the scene. So I've been Lucifer for a while. And when I knew that the meme coins, came out, I saw that there had been a couple attempts to do 666, but they just didn't do anything. So I was excited to say I should have my own 666 token. I mean, I'm a trinket guy. I like to have little memories of my past, and so when I first got into it, that was my intention. Was I got to do this. This is part of the Lucifer. This is part of the NFT. This is part of XRP. This is part of my journey. And everything that I do, it pushes me to learn a little more. It takes me down different rabbit holes. When I changed to Lucifer, a rabbit hole was really the reason why I picked Lucifer. I started going down rabbit holes as far as theories and things like that. And I found, the meaning of Lucifer being the bringer of light and to illuminate and to educate. And so I really clinged on to that portion of, the name. So, I adopted it.
No, that's cool. I love that take. We totally are past it, of course, but I'm always just kind of curious, like, of all the names, of all the words out here in the abyss. I really, appreciate your take on that. That's interesting. I'd love to hear more. We've got about 30 minutes remaining here, Lucifer. So I'm really excited to dive a little deeper into your project too, and your holders. And in your background, you said you got started with Bitcoin and Ethereum, but then you fell in love with XRP because of the community, right? So tell me more about what got you really excited about XRP. And was this your first project that you launched on XRP, or did you launch others in the past?
No, this is my first project. I was a part of some NFT projects that had rugged, but the community, I still did some in real life meetings and things like that. Even the word rugging is such a bad name for really what it is. The tokens in all coins, they go up, they go down, communities come in, people come, they go. So, it's kind of part of the game. Some of them I wouldn't necessarily say it was technically a rug. It was just that, they couldn't give it anymore, and they just couldn't keep bleeding, so they had to walk away, and I get it. But, so, it was really something that I wanted to do. That it was, the fact that automating it is just, it'll always be there. I know how people like consistency, and I like consistency. Sometimes I need to take a break, but I'd like to come back to things like maybe a month later and see that they're still there. Usually in that scenario, they have me for good. So always nice to have that familiar feeling, in a community. But yeah, it was a tough time for me because I had just got liquidated for a shit ton of money, and so it was during the 2020 pump. Everybody was calling me, everybody and their mother and their brother, and I was telling them, "Oh man, this is a sure thing. Get in, get as much money as you can." And we all got liquidated. So it was horrible. So I pretty much vowed to lock myself in a room and figure this shit out. That was 5 years ago. Put together a strategy and just waiting to reap the rewards. But during that time, you got a lot of downtime. So I met a lot of great people in the community, hard workers, creative artists. funny people, I was just seeing a lot of people struggling, that's never fun, but at the same time, we laugh together, we cry together. But yeah, I was surprised to, I never known any other community, so I don't know that Solana doesn't have one or Bitcoin or any of the other ones, but XRP, has always been my favorite coin. I like the way it moves and how fast and cheap it is, so it was sort of fate, I guess, that brought us together. It'll be fate that decides whether or not you hit that jackpot tomorrow, too. So, 13 lucky winners.
Wait. Oh, okay. So it's tomorrow?
It's on the 6th of every month. Tomorrow I know is the 5th, but it's UTC time. So UTC time flips.
Right.
Pacific time, I think it's either 4 or 5 o'clock, depending on daylight savings time.
Got you. Yeah, I'm still holding mine that you gave me. I really appreciate that, Lucifer. And yeah, I've been noticing your chart's been taking off too as of late. And I'm curious, do you know anyone else doing this type of giveaway? Because I think this is the first I've ever heard of it.
He's the only one does what he does. Nobody can match him. He's a one of a kind. That's all I can say. I've been on this earth for a long time, and with that name, it's totally contrary to it. He's the most giving. Let me shut up, but he's one of the best. In fact, he is, out of the 5 that I do know, he's almost number 1, number 2. Because he's just so selfless about any and everything. He want to make sure everybody wins. He don't just think about himself, he thinks about everybody. Which is so beautiful. And that's why I think he's so truly blessed. Because he keeps giving. And that's the law of attraction. When you give, you can't help but to receive. It comes back full circle every time you give, especially when you have with good intention. That's why he's blessed. Can't get no better. And he looks so good too for his age. You see, most people when they get a certain age, they skin crack. But when you look at him, it's like they say, how you age fine like wine, that's 666. He still age fine like wine. He still look good. I'm like, boy, keep on doing what you're doing.
Queen, you're too good to me. You're too damn good to me.
No, I'm just honest and truthful. And that's the truth.
I love you, woman.
And I love you too, man, my brother from another mother.
My sister from a different mister.
Man, I love you. All right, Triple.
That's funny. Yeah, no, don't be giving out the alpha. It really is. It is. I believe it's a hack in life, and like she said, the universe comes around 7 times fold. So whatever you put out there is positive and negative. It's going to come back at you. And I believe that wholeheartedly. Not because of I believe it, it's just because I experience it. I live it. So, and once you experience it, you realize it does feel like a hack. It's like, shit, as soon as I get it, I throw it back out there. And then it comes back twice as big, I throw it back out there. It comes back 3 times bigger, I throw it back out there. It comes back 5 times. Yeah, it literally snowballs like that. So, you don't have to be a little honest, that I'm not one of the consequences of being generous and helping people and sharing with people. The consequences that you're going to be in an abundant situation most of the time. If it's not, and abundance is not always about money. It's about friendship. It's about, I can go to any city and somebody will be like, "You're staying at my house," 100. 100.